안녕하세요, 저는 로키입니다. Welcome to today's video where we are going to be reacting to some more MCND, and today we have got their brand new comeback which is called Moving or 너에게로, and I'm really freaking excited for this one, y'all, because I have actually surprisingly heard this song once. Now, I heard it on a music show last week because I do watch music shows. I actually stream them over on Twitch, and I obviously do that quite regularly, and of course as they came back last week I happened to hear them, and from what I remember, this song sounded amazing. It sounded so goddamn good. I've only reacted to the live stage once, but of course you guys can go and find that over on Patreon. So of course if you guys would like to go and check it out, then do definitely go and give it a look. But yeah, I haven't seen the MV. I haven't even heard like the proper version of the song, so like the full studio version, so this version here that we get with the MV as well. And I wanted to do that today because I really do love MCND. I think that they're an absolutely incredible group. They've got some great energy. My bias within MCND is Castle J. I think that he is absolutely freaking amazing, but I also really love Win and his rap flow too. But anyway, y'all, I'm really excited. I'm going to do a double watch today as well. So we're going to go into a little bit more analysis and watch the music video twice. The second time is always a little bit longer. I do pause and I do talk about some of my thoughts too. But without any further ado, y'all, let's just get straight into it. Let's go ahead and give this one a massive old like. Let's go full screen and let's start our reaction in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, I would be lying though if I said that I was still able to differentiate which member is which all the time. Nice transition. Secret mission. Okay, what was that again? I'll catch it on the second one. Movin'. Oh, I love the sound. Oh, this set looks familiar too. So this was the set that they had for their first stage. Boom. I really liked this more traditional element that we're getting to this song, like boom, Ooh, pretty vocals. I like that. I really always like MCND's builds. Moving. Moving. Everybody say la 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 la. Ooh, the beat followed him there. It's interesting, like this part of the song sounds very much like more poppy, whereas like the breakdown, it's very much more like hip hop and rap influenced. Like that's what the sound is. Like the vocals here are very sweet, very nice, very pretty, very nice. But then I love MCND's rap line and their ability to transition. Moving. Hey. Moving. Everybody say la 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 la. Hey. Ooh. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Oh, I like that transition. Yeah, like the cuts, should I say. Hey. Oh, the chance. Oh, I really like that. There's a lot of this song, surprisingly, that I couldn't remember too, because I don't go back and watch those stages either, like I was telling you guys about in the intro, but I really loved the energy of this song. I think as far as the song is concerned, it's definitely like, what can I say? It's definitely always got that hip-hop influence to it. And that is because MCND are so, like, I would say that their sound is so entrenched in like hip hop and rap that I think it's almost going to be impossible, at least from what I've seen from them so far, for them to like separate from that. And I would actually never want to see them separate from that sound either, because I really like it. Like, one of my favorite songs from them is actually like their pre-debut track, TOP Gang. I think that song still is just amazing. Like, you got like TOP Gang, grr, pow, kajua, I want more pay. Like, I absolutely freaking love that beat. I love the way that it goes. I definitely always kind of see that element of, say, TOP Gang, MCND, even though they're starting to grow up in Movin as well. As far as the track is concerned, I think one of the things that I really like, and I'll go through this in a little bit more, more depth in the next section, is that more traditional type sounding instrument. I'll need to listen to it again so that I can obviously hear it a bit better, but I love how you've got like the dun 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 like in the back as the backbeat too. And I also like how it follows their voices as well. You've got like a very nice distinction between, say, the verses and the chorus as well. They don't blend together in the sense that like you don't have like a very heavily vocal chorus. It's very much just like it's almost kind of like we've got a chant, you know. It's like a rap and then we've got part of a chant as we see at the very end, like in the final verse, like the outro. I really do like their vocals as well. They're able to just like showcase part of that, which I think is obviously always really important, like being able to show, you know, how it is that you are talented, whether it be across the dance, whether it be across your vocals, your rap line, all of that type of stuff. But I do feel like I need to listen to it again to be able to point out some more stuff. So I am really excited, of course, to get into that. But as far as the song is concerned, I really freaking love the song. I think it's got lots of really good energy, and I just really need to watch it again. So I just wanted to really quickly say, of course, and for anyone who might be heading out, of course, if anyone doesn't like doing double listens or rewatches or anything like that, thank you so much, of course, for tuning in. Make sure to, of course, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the reaction and you would like to see more. But for those of you guys who are also interested in sticking around and obviously having a listen to some more of my in-depth thoughts, I am really excited to get straight back into this one. This one will feature some pausing, so I do pause a little bit on my rewatches just to point out some things, whether it be about the vocals or just some thoughts that I might have about the actual MVs themselves or colors and all of that type of stuff. And when I say colors, I mean like more photography aspects, as I'm a photographer myself, but I'm really excited to do that. So let's get straight back into it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's a very the budget doesn't look super high for the music video either, I've noticed, but it's nice. I like their logo actually as well. I don't think it was always that. Find your stage. So is this going to be part of a series? I've had this song like boom, I like the choreo too. Oh, the way we punch in there. I really like the way we punch in with that. Okay, I really love one thing about MCND, and it's like their ad-libs. It's not necessarily their ad-libs in terms of like stuff that you hear very far in the background, but it's like just these small tiny things, these small tiny little like attention to detail things that they do, like whether it's like like, you know, like swish 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 swish, but here you get like skr boom, and it's like the way that it like punches, you know, like if this verse if this verse had have started without that, I probably wouldn't know how to feel about it. I'd probably feel like it was definitely missing something. It would still work, I think, but it would be missing something. But the way that it hits just that little bit extra harder, like it just kind of punches the wind out of you just a little bit more, like the skrrt boom. And the way that they, of course, are so deep with how they pronounce it as well, how they sing that and how they say it. I really, really like that. Ready? Yeah. I mean, yeah, the MV, not super high budget, but it's good. Ooh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I love that instrument. It sounds like a shamisen or something. Yeah, really pretty pre-chorus. Like the dreaming you. I love his hair too, the purple hair. This like EDM build, I really liked. Very heavily vocally focused as well. Ooh. The glitch transition. I like that choreo. Like, ooh, that transition was sick. I love that, like that match cut too. A match cut is where you've got like, God damn it. Like say you've got one person in one environment. So like if I'm sitting here in front of you guys right here and I'm sitting, you can see like my outline and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, you know, actually, no, this is probably not the best way to say that. It's like a match cut is where it looks so seamless. The background and the setting changes, but the action looks like it's exactly the same. And we see that with our guy here. He's like really close up to the camera at the end of this one shot as we, of course, come here. Let me show you. Like he comes really close right here and he's obviously pulling into the camera. And then once we're here, the camera is like zooming in and pulling into him as well. So it's like a continuation of that action almost. So it's like we go back. It's just on the beat too. It's nice, clean. I love how the instruments follow his voice there. Like his flow goes and the instruments. Hey, that's a cool scene. Hey, dreaming you. Hey, I actually quite like his hair. Very long too. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Shijiana moving. Oh. They hit their choreo really hard. From what I could remember from the stage too, the way they like hit and like pump and push down on those beats, it's so goddamn hard. Hey, ooh, the glass break. Yeah. Hey. Actually, did we have a similar type cut back then as well? Like a match cut again? Ooh, okay. I like that. It's like the continuous motion, right? Like instead here with this type of cut, like for the music video at least, where they're throwing their arms in that motion, but their heads are the ones that continue it in the next shot. I quite like that. That's really nice. Like they, hang on. Yeah. Hey. And their heads are the ones that end that action. I like that. Hey. I love those types of cuts. They're so satisfying to watch. Hey. Ooh, nice. Once again. I I love how they end it too. Like I almost expect them to go a little bit longer, but it's quite abrupt. It's just and instead of like and then they continue for another one. Like I love the way that it ends quite abruptly too. I really enjoyed this music video, if I'm being really honest. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue this one in the background for you guys while I go through the outro and some final thoughts with you guys. But I really enjoyed it. I think that as far as the song is concerned, it's got a lot of energy. It's very upbeat. It's quite interesting that it's got like these very traditional type elements over that rap beat too. If anything, it screams MCND to me, and that's what pretty much I said that I love about it in the first part when I was listening to it. I think for me, this would definitely have to be probably my favorite title from them. I mean, I could definitely go ahead and say that possibly as well, Ice Age is up there, Udangtang, so Crush is up there too. But I think it might be this in terms of the energy. But I think the one thing that I keep going back to, like as far as songs that I really listen to from MCND, as far as their titles are concerned, also I love that makeup on his eye there too. I know it's like it's really subtle. Also that hair, it's really subtle, but like those tiny little like white markings that he's got there on his face, really like that. But it's like one of those things where I think for MCND at least, I think I go back to TOP Gang the most because I love them as a rap group. I love their rap sound. I love how they look when they're rapping, and their hip-hop type vibe is very strong, and definitely one that I'm drawn to a lot as a lover of K-hip-hop and just hip-hop as a genre in general. I do think that as an idol group though, when you look at them like this, they are extremely versatile, incredibly talented, and of course we get to see a hell of a lot of stuff from them here with vocals. We get to see their amazing choreography, but then at the same time as well, we get to hear like that punch, that flair, that real aggression that they obviously are able to convey through their raps and stuff as well, and their flow just in general too. I really like the way that they flow and the way that they seem to hit things on beat all the time. As far as the live stage is concerned, like I've told you guys, I did watch that already, and I loved that. So of course, if you guys want to catch that, then you can go and see it over on Patreon. But as far as MCND is concerned, I think that this is a really awesome comeback. I hope that they're really successful with it. I'm not entirely sure if they've got a first win yet or not. I'm not entirely sure, so if you guys could let me know down in the comments, that would be freaking awesome. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised if they don't have one, because of course the K-pop industry at the moment is extremely competitive, especially with boy groups too. So like literally sometimes I watch comebacks and stuff like that, and I think surely this group must have had a win so far. Like their discography is flawless, their titles are amazing, and MCND is definitely literally like that is the definition of MCND's titles so far. They're flawless, they're absolutely freaking awesome, but you never know. So of course, do let me know down in the comments. I'm interested to hear what you guys like about this song as well, and maybe if there's anything that you don't like, or if there's anything that perhaps you guys you might want to add on to some points that I've made, or some points that maybe I haven't made as well. I would say if anything, I can't necessarily think of anything that I dislike about the song if I was trying to be like very critical of it. I think at the end of the day, it probably just comes down to the only thing that maybe is a little bit disappointing. Also, I love that cut. I still can't get over that cut. That was freaking awesome. Maybe the only disappointing thing was probably just the budget of the MV, but then again, at the same time, it's not even really that bad. They kind of get away with it. I think there's other things that are obviously more pressing than say like what the quality of an MV looks like. It's shot well. It's obviously really high quality as well. It's 1080p. We've obviously got some really good edits on there as well as far as those cuts are concerned, and it showcases what it needs to showcase. So I mean, there's no point in really like kind of ripping that apart, but I would really love to see how they continue forward from here, and where their sound goes, and of course what happens to their production quality, and hopefully it's able to go up a hell of a lot more as well. But I really enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys did too. Until next time, I just want to say though, thank you so much for vibing out and tuning in with me today. I really freaking appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.